Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. I'm just playing, and I thought I would turn the camera on and play along. Something I saw on Pinterest, and if I can find a post that I saw that inspired me. Actually, no, it wasn't Pinterest. It was a YouTube video I was watching, and I cannot remember who, but if I can find it, I'll put a link down below. But anyway, inspired me to sort of play with this whole intertwining squares. And I'm going to ultimately make this a tuck spot in this is the Flutterby Journal. So what I did is I've got, these are the frames from Tim Holtz, and I slit it. And these are some chipboard frames from 49 in Market. And so I just inked both of these, and the idea is, and I slit that so that I could get this on here. Let's see if I can remember now how I got it on here. There we go. And then that'll cover that, I think, or something like that. And the idea is that this goes on the page like this. There's papers behind these, and there's a butterfly on here somewhere in the midst. So thought I'd turn the camera on, and there we go, kind of like that. Turn the camera on, and let's see what we come up with. And so it's layers sort of intertwining, but let's see, I can start here, I think. I'm going to start by, I think I can go ahead and glue these. So I think that's the place to start, is by gluing these together. And I just got a dab of glue in there. There we go. And it doesn't have to be glued together in all areas, but I am going to get definitely where I hit slit it, and see if I can get this to butt right up. If I can get that to butt right up there next to it, you won't see, let's get this out of the way. You won't see this too much. There we go. I'm gonna squish that out. I need a wipey. Wipe up my excess glue. There we go. And then I need to glue it down here. So I think that works. Okay, next up, if I get this right, I have this piece, and I want to put it behind here. Yeah, that works. Now I'm going to decorate this, and then I'm going to glue it down, and it'll be a tuck spot. Okay, the way I want to decorate it is with this piece, and I thought I had something else. All right, I like that. I like that. So let's put that on. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Okay, and then he will be about right there. What do we think? Can you see that? Oh, let me raise it up a little. And if it's on the page, it's on the page like this. I think that looks pretty good. Well, it's not on the page like that because you can't have the corner going over the, I don't know, I almost want this to, let me think about this for a second. What do I want this to do? I want this to be a tiny bit shorter. I'm just taking about, I don't know, about 1/4 of an inch off, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. Might have been closer to 1/8 of an inch. Okay, now I think, oh yeah, I like that better. I like that tipping down below that. Okay, now I want to put some sewing on this. Yeah, I think I want to put some sewing right here. So I have the, let's see if I can find it, if it's still here. Yeah, this is a disappearing ink. Those really exist. It's for sewing. And what I'm going to do with this kind of sitting here is I'm just going to make some dashes because I want to follow the line of the angle of this frame, sort of. I mean, it's going to be hand done, right? So it's not going to be very good, and I'm not even drawing it straight, so it's really not going to be very good. That gives me an idea of where I want to put my thread. Now the trick is to get this done before the ink disappears. And I'm just going to do a running stitch right there on that disappearing line. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here. I sewed it first just because I thought it would be a little easier to sew it if it wasn't, you know, before it was all glued down, just in case I got some glue up under there or anything like that. Okay, so now I can glue this down. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Oops, I left my other glue open. Don't mind me. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's a tuck spot. So where's my cardstock? So I can come back in here, and I've come down, you know, it's not a, doesn't go all the way down, obviously. I kind of glued this extra flap down, but a small tag here. If I had a tag, that would go, that'd be perfect. Okay. That one is done. So let me put him back where he belongs in the journal signature. I don't remember where I had this thing. Oh, I think this was in the middle, actually. Yeah, this is the middle spread. So this will be right after the middle spread. That's cute. I like that. Okay. Done. Now I have another one. And it's this one. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. And I've picked out the colors that I want for it. But these are not too square or too open pieces. This one is closed, right? So I'm going to put, but I do have another frame. So I'm going to put that frame back there. But I want this paper behind it. So I'm just going to chop that off. Right there. And about there. Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got the frame going the right way. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So that I've got that in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Okay, now I think he is going to go about right there. And then the whole thing. So this one is a little simpler, a little more simple. And that's going to be like that. I think that's cute. I want him, again, I don't want him exactly in the frame. I think that's cute. So let's put this on here. And you know what? I put that whole thing on. This is hilarious. I put it on upside down. The text in the background here is upside down. Okay, we're just going to say that I did that on purpose. Oh, what a hoot. Yeah, it goes that way. I'm having a really bad day. I'm not going to redo it. I am going to leave it that way. I don't hate it. And I don't think it's horrible. The world's not going to come to an end because it's upside down. We're just going to say that we wanted it to be upside down. Okay? If anybody asks, you guys, that's what we're telling them. That's the story. We're sticking to it. All right? We in this together. That is pretty, though, and I do like it. So I am happy with that. Okay. One of these days I should do a video where I say, all right, I'm going to do a flip through of a journal and you have to figure out all the things that I did wrong when I was making the journal. We're going to do one more. And this one is back to the 2 frames, but one of them's bigger. So this is file folder kind of thing. And I've got a bigger butterfly. And then I've got this little specimen tags. Now on this one, I don't think I've inked any of this. So pardon me for just a moment while I ink them. And let's see. On this one, I decided I didn't need to cut this. I don't remember why. So I'm just going to do that maybe. And I cannot remember. I can't remember what I was going to do. Yeah, that might be it. Or, no, on this one, I think I was going to do the, I was going to do the frame as straight. Let's see. No, I can't remember. All right, let's do that. I like that. I think that's pretty. Okay, let's see now. Now the big question is, does it look like it's missing something? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. I've got some pieces of bark over here. That might look kind of cool. That's a little big. Let me see if I can find a smaller one. I was putting, here's a small one. I think that's about the smallest one. I was putting glossy accents on them. And I can put that right there. No, right there. Oh, just broke it. Okay, well that's not a bad thing, because now it's even, but let's make it look a little bit more natural. So they were over here drying. Oh. There we go. That might look cute. Just a tiny little something, something. Now I'll let that sit for a minute, but I think that little piece of bark is a nice little touch. All right, while that sits for a moment, where do I want the, ooh, you know what? I think I want this right here. Yes, please. Isn't that pretty? All right. Now, is this a pocket or a tuck spot? If it's a tuck spot, I might want to move it over to the center side and tuck from here. I think so. I think that's what I'll do. Got to hold this for a second, especially here, because there's different thicknesses. So just got to hold that for a second. There's grab one of these pieces of paper. Oh, that'll be perfect. Perfect little tuck spot. Okay, done. I really like that on that paper, on that page too. That's from a book. That's a page from a book. Okay, I think that's enough damage for one day, especially since it's one of those days where nothing is going quite right. You know, that's okay. It is what it is. But I like that. So we've got this one. It's a tuck spot. And then we have this one somewhere. Where is it? It's on the blue. I really like that. And I like that they're different. They're the same idea, but they're different. And that's just a regular, did that glue down? Yeah, that's a regular pocket, not a tuck spot. And then we have this tuck spot, was the first one we did, which is here. And it tucks this way, I think. Yeah, it tucks that way. So there you go. My frames within frames tuck spots, inspired by somebody's video. If I can find it on YouTube, I will link it below. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back. Bye-bye.